Well, folks, you may want to put this video on your hard drive because I'm going to prophesy. It's not about what's going to happen to you. Well, in a way it is, because what the state's doing to me, they're going to do to you. What they've already done. They've already taken away my Second Amendment rights. That's right. I can neither go out and purchase firearms. I cannot get a job as a security guard. I couldn't get a job, anything has to do with security due to the state, especially my local sheriff's office. Wilson County, Tennessee, very corrupt government, highly corrupt. Today, they gave me a fine, even though I had insurance. They're the ones that messed up the tags on my car, and I got an affidavit from the county saying that, hey, it was our paperwork snafu. Even though I had all that proof, they still want me to pay a $19.50, filing fee. Guess what? I ain't paying it. I'm not paying any more taxes unless it comes out at the cash register and it comes out at the gas pump. No more taxes. So within a year, I won't have a vehicle. I won't have driver's license because I'm not going to pay the $19.95. They're going to pull my driver's license, so I'll never get a job again driving a truck. There's no doubt in my mind that they'll arrest me for something and I'll be in jail. And with my current health, within a few months after that, I'll be dead. So in effect, the state's going to kill me with their bureaucracy. Yes, I have proof. I've got this whole stack of the government was going to use for my Second Amendment thing. Well, they got anonymous call-ins. You know, anonymous. Because I've called back these numbers on these police reports, and they were out of service, no longer exist. These were spoofed phone numbers. Anybody that knows how to work the internet knows how to spoof a phone number. Somebody made spoof phone calls, complaints to the sheriff's office, got them all bent out of shape, and they were going to use that as evidence. You know, whatever happened to facing your accuser in open court? Guess that doesn't happen anymore in this country. Or at least not in Wilson County, Tennessee. The sheriff's office and the local police, they're all kin. You know, everybody in power in the sheriff's office and the police department that's in charge are all kin to each other, buddies, went to school together, stuff like that. Very corrupt. Very corrupt in Wilson, Lebanon, Tennessee, Wilson County, corrupt. Here, I'll give you a couple of names. How about Scott Bowen, Chief of Police? Yep, he'd been there for a long time. He's from this town. I remember he was back there with some of the old deputies that, and sheriffs that got in trouble way back when. Philip Craighead Mayor. He ran against the old mayor. He was going to change things. Change it, yeah. More corruption. More debt. That's right. It's supposed to be unconstitutional in the state of Tennessee for the government to be in debt. Yet our city and county governments have miraculously went into debt. Our local government is just as bad as the federal government here in Tennessee. But yep, the people turn a blind eye to it. So within, you know, if they don't get me for driving on a no license, they're going to get me. I'm not driving. I'm traveling. You know, you're supposed to have the right to travel. You know, I pay gas taxes. When I pump fuel and everything, it's gas. Take care of the roads. Tax, tax, tax. Why should... When you pay taxes, you are rewarding bad behavior. That's like just like a child that throws a temper tantrum and you feed it candy to quieten it down. That's what we're doing to our government. We're giving them a candy sucker to shut them up. I'm not paying anymore. I'll be in jail. I'll be dead. You know, here I've got another whole file of things saying that I'm perfectly sane. I may be politically, compared to the rest of y'all chickens, y'all cowards out there that aren't afraid to say anything, well, I'm afraid, look what they did to D. Sardi. I'm not going to say nothing. Look what they did to him. I don't want to say nothing because they'll come after me. Yep, this is what they're going to do to you, American people. This is what they're going to do. They're going to grind you in paperwork. Yeah. I get hit in the rear end, and Officer, what's his name? Let me get his name. I want to get the names right because this is true story. This is real life. So I can mention names, and he wrote his name on the police report, traffic crash report. I have to get my glasses on to read this one, folks. It's kind of small print. Excuse me. Yeah. Officer Michael Cunningham, badge number 1062. You know, he marked it down as non-injury. Why was I toted off in an ambulance? You know, why is my ears still ringing from that, where the window blew out in the back of my Honda car? You know, why did Mr. Cunningham write me up for no insurance when I showed him proof of insurance? It just wasn't to his liking. Instead, he took the side of a registered sex offender, the guy that hit me. So, you know, he didn't give any test. The other guy that hit me moved his vehicle after the accident. No write-up for that, but he wrote me up. You know why? Because Lebanon Police Department is corrupt. That's right, it's corrupt. And they can't stand anybody that speaks out against them. If Mayor Craighead had done his job, he'd have fired half of them, or at least cut off their funding. We don't need half the police that we have right now. Well, you hear the police say, well, we've got all these drugs and we got all this and that. No. It's not your job. It's your neighbor's job to take care of that. It's the people's job to take care of their own neighborhood, not the police. You know, if I had my way, that you'd have to resort back to the old constable thing, where local neighborhoods have their constable. When the constable needs help, he forms up a group of militia from the local community and goes and handles it. But we have lawyers making laws, and that's why, you know, it's just outrageous. You see these lawyers building huge multi-million-dollar mansions. Where do you think that comes from? Comes from taking candy from the little children's, where it comes from. Yeah, I got some nice documentation here of all the criminal behavior of the state. Now, I'm making this video here. You're saying, well, I'm just pouring gas on the fire. Sure. Hey, I'm 55 years old. I'm probably going to die soon anyway. But now the whole world knows. The whole world knows when I'm gone in a little while, why I'm homeless, why the farm has been taken away from me. They're expecting me to pay them to persecute me. Does that make any sense? Does that make any logical sense in the world for you to pay a government to take your freedoms away?